So I'm pretty sure that the prompt for Creative Whispers this month is circles. So I'm going to make a page using that prompt. I just want to start with the background, doing some scribble journaling. And now I'm going to cover all that up with some gesso. I can grab a brush. This one seems fine. I always love doing this when the ink hasn't quite dried. Because it makes it a little bit smudgy and kind of grungy looking, which I always think looks pretty cool. So now I'm going to let this dry, but the main idea I really have is I'm going to draw like a big circle. I'm going to paint around it and, well, actually no, I think I want to do like a few more layers before I do that. But it's going to be like a negative painting kind of thing that I'm thinking. I'm just cleaning my brush off real quick, but yeah, that's my kind of thoughts. I'll have like a big circle, maybe some more legible words around it. Okay, so I did decide I want to add some bits of green ink. So this is just some color from Daler Rowney's FW thing. I'm trying to see. Oh, it's olive green. I wasn't sure if they actually said the color name on there or not, but now I'm using this. This was from Tim Holtz. You can just blow on ink with your mouth. But I like using this because I get a little lightheaded sometimes, so this is a bit better for me. So I'm just using this to just kind of spread this around. But yeah, in the past, before I had this, I would take a straw and I would blow through that. But I always kind of like the shapes that this makes. Oh, let's get some more ink in there. And it's not running. It must be... Oh yeah, it's super low on ink. That's why. So I'll use my other pipette that's not limited by a lid in that. Okay, I need to replace that because it is leaking. But anyway. That's fine. I've had that pipette for years. And I think I have some more sitting somewhere. And I think some more here. And that ought to do it. Okay. So that's pretty cool, I think. So now this I'm going to let dry, and then I'll do what I was talking about, painting the circle. Well, I guess around the circle will really be what I'll be painting. So I might do no, because that's more of a quarter of a circle. I want to do a full circle. So I'm thinking I'm going to do right here maybe, because that's kind of the most interesting part, I think. With all that green fininess. We'll see. Alright, it is now dry, so I'm going to be using this transparent purple acrylic paint. I think that's Dios. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just not. But I got it from my local secondhand art supply store. And so I'm just going to start by painting the circle. Like that. Yeah, that looks like a good size. And then I'm going to paint all around that circle. Even as possible. Okay, it's probably not as much of a circle anymore, but it's close enough. I'm gonna call it a circle. suppose I should have used a mask or something, but I don't really like making things perfect anyway. But I do wish I made that circle a little bit more round. We can fix that later. Maybe I'll outline it with some pens or something a few times. Okay, need a little more paint. Oh my goodness, my tube is clogged, it seems, so give me one. Okay, I got a lot of it to come out, way more than I need, but that's okay. This is why I always, well, I don't always use my underpaper as a paint palette, but I frequently do. It's that way, because I always use my underpaper in collages and stuff later on, so that way I'm not wasting any paint. Yeah, and then I guess spread this out so it's not just one big blob there. But yeah, so I am probably gonna let this dry again, because I'm not certain what I want to do next with it. I think I do want to outline it with maybe, I'm trying to think what color would look good, because for a second I thought black maybe, but I think that'll be a little too dark, so then I thought white, but that seems like it might be boring. So then I thought maybe silver or gold. I think I'm leaning towards silver or gold. I think silver, because this is kind of like grayish. I don't necessarily want the outline to like stand out too much. Yeah, I think I'll do silver. So I'm going to let this dry so I don't gunk up my paint pen when I get around to that. And we'll do like several circles around this kind of sort of circle. Okay, so technically this is a different day, because so if things look different, that is why. So I decided, yeah, I am gonna go with outlining this with silver. I'm gonna use a Posca pen, which I think I actually like Uniball Signos better than Posca when it comes to metallics. Well, actually, the silver's coming out really nicely. Maybe it's just the gold I have trouble with, but anyway, I know I have trouble with some metallic Poscas. Okay, so I think that looks good. And to me, this keeps looking to me kind of like a moon. So, and kind of spooky with like, these look kind of like craggly bare tree branches or something like that. So, I think I want to have like a little wolf or something here. Howling, like maybe howling at the moon. Trying to figure out how I want to do that. I don't know if I want to find a picture or if I want to just draw it. I think I want to draw it because I can kind of see the shape there. So I'm gonna, it might not end up looking much like a wolf, but it'll be fine. It'll be something howling at the moon, which really is what I want. So I'm just outlining the shape that I see. And just kind of I'd imagine it'd be howling with its eyes closed. There's its little nose. Ear slicked back, kind of like that. Do I want to add teeth? No, I feel like adding teeth would make it look too scary. I want it to be friendly looking. So I will grab a black marker to outline that with. And I'm using a Posca pen again. Oh, this is actually quite a bit thinner than I generally like my Poscas to be, because the thinner ones tend to splatter on me a bit, which I made that a little too curved, but that's okay. Nose, the eye. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be something here. Okay, I decided I'm overthinking it. So I think all this needs is words. So, oh, that's the wrong marker. I wanted my, well, do I want my silver? No, I want my black. I think that's what this is. This is feeling a little unbalanced because that's the only part where I used black other than the very first background layer. So, I'm just gonna write, let's howl at the moon together. I want to make the word moon in a circle. Do I though? Yeah, maybe like maybe like a very lightly kind of drawn circle. Like that. Let's see, and then together is going to need to be really small. I want that to be in cursive. I think so. Well, pseudo cursive. I don't like how cursive R's look, so I always make them like regular R's. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, after, that was the problem. After adding the words, I like the little wolf much better. And I just realized it is super dark, so I apologize about that. So here it is, actually well lit. You can see it's like the outline for the moon is all metallic-y, all silver.